The air in Jerusalem was thick with the scent of Passover preparations, a time of fervent anticipation and ancient traditions. For Jesus and his 12 disciples, it was also a time of somber finality, as Jesus had foretold his impending suffering and death. Among them, one man wrestled with a darkness that would forever stain his name, Judas Iscariot. Judas, entrusted with the group's money, had long harbored a growing disillusionment. Perhaps he craved a different kind of Messiah, a political leader who would overthrow Roman rule, not one who spoke of humility and sacrifice. His heart, once drawn to Jesus' teachings, had slowly hardened, becoming susceptible to greed and resentment. The stage for betrayal was set when Judas approached the chief priests and elders, the very religious authorities who sought to eliminate Jesus. "What are you willing to give me if I deliver him over to you?" he asked, his voice steady despite the enormity of his proposition. They agreed to 30 pieces of silver, the price of a slave, a paltry sum for the life of the Son of God. The night of betrayal arrived during the Last Supper. As they shared the meal, Jesus, knowing full well what was to come, declared, "Truly I tell you, one of you will betray me." A hush fell over the room as the disciples, bewildered and distressed, looked at one another, each wondering if he could be the one. When they pressed him, Jesus revealed, "It is the one to whom I will give this piece of bread when I have dipped it in the dish." He then dipped the bread and gave it to Judas Iscariot. As Judas took the bread, Jesus instructed him, "What you are about to do, do quickly." No one at the table, except Jesus, understood the true meaning of these words. Immediately, Judas left the supper, stepping out into the shadows of the approaching night. Later, in the Garden of Gethsemane, Jesus knelt in anguished prayer, his disciples heavy with sleep nearby. The stillness was shattered by the approaching sounds of a crowd, a torchlit mob accompanied by temple guards and Roman soldiers. Leading them was Judas. With a chilling pretense of affection, Judas approached Jesus and offered him a kiss. This seemingly tender gesture was the prearranged signal, the ultimate act of treachery. "Greetings, Rabbi," he said as his lips met Jesus' cheek. Jesus, with a profound sorrow in his voice, responded, "Judas, are you betraying the Son of Man with a kiss?" At that moment, the guards seized Jesus, binding him. The disciples, shocked and fearful, scattered, leaving Jesus to face his accusers alone. The betrayal was complete, setting in motion the final, agonizing events that would lead to Jesus' crucifixion. Judas, consumed by guilt and remorse, later attempted to return the money, but it was too late. He ultimately took his own life, a tragic end to a story of immense darkness and profound consequence.